She breathed in the music, staring at the small spider that was dangling in front of the screen. She let it sit and enjoy the music with her. She almost felt bad when she swiftly crushed it with a tissue while the final notes rang through the air. The spider had spent the last moments of its life soaking in a beautiful song. Everyone has killed some spiders in their lives, never feeling bad. Why should they? They're only insects that you share the world with. You will never speak to them or bond with them. They're just there. Sometimes they will make a human sick, or on a rare occasion, even kill one. But humans are the same way. One will die, and unless you cared about them, the most you might feel is a small shot of sadness. The feeling can disappear into the breeze as easily as it arrived. Everyone else is just there. You might not talk to them, but if they're gone, it is easier to move on with each passing second. Every emotion you feel eventually subsides until you are the only other person spilling tears over them. Humans are naturally very dramatic creatures that get bored easily. They're selfish and almost too willing to adapt to something just so they can be comfortable. The reason humans seek out movies, books, or any story is so they can feel some sort of emotion. Why do they hunger for emotion so much? The answer is simple. They can never adapt to emotion. Therefore, it's thrilling, even if it's gone as fast as it came. Emotion is very similar to a memory. It's there, then it's not. You will always know what it was like, but it fades more and more for every moment that passes. Death, on the other hand, is beautiful. Whether it's the muscles, including the lungs and heart, finally relaxing, or your blood stroking your skin. When you're dying, there's no need to care about anything anymore. You're free to enjoy the pain and fear and soothingness of your life slipping away. I wish more people would just focus on the exciting new feeling that they have been searching for all their life when that short but everlasting moment of death comes. It's sad that all those billions of people can't hear the song that plays. So sad that those people refuse to listen to the lyrics of their memory and the rhythm of their heart. I suppose if they can't hear their own song, they could always try to listen to another. I'm not a human. I sound human, and I can act human, but I'm not a human. I can't die. I can fall asleep and be almost completely repaired by the time I wake. Much like a character from a video game. But I can't die. After a person's body has died, they will be trapped on the earth until they realise that they could have gone all along. Some might be trapped on earth for a while longer, as a punishment, but they will all eventually fade away to be reincarnated until their soul is finally allowed to be completely free in a place overflowing with beauty and dry of boredom. I only look like whatever I want someone to see me as. I have a true form, but it's incomprehensible to anything other than something like myself. I usually allow humans to see me as a young grey cat with medium-length shaggy yet soft fur, big amber eyes and a crooked tail. You might be wondering by now how I know so much about death when I myself can't die. My task here on earth is to take the souls that are ready to go to the beautiful place, to that place. When my soul was first born, I instinctively knew how to carry out my task, like how a human or any animal instinctively knows how to breathe. I am with every one of my victims as they die. I'm the cause of their death. Death isn't a thing though. It's a goodbye. The human definition of death is wrong. Death is not the end of something, but the beginning. At first, my favourite part was getting a glimpse of the beautiful place. Whenever I would take another soul there, it would help let the awful feeling of pain, fear, and abnormality drift away. Eventually, I knew I'd never enter the beautiful place until another soul that was the same as me was to cause my death. I gave up on trying to admire the place that did nothing but taunt me. Now I know the best part of my task is feeling death when I deliver it. I talked earlier about how everyone and everything else is just there. That's also how I feel about you. The only part of you that is significant to me is your death. And by the way, do you remember the girl I mentioned at the beginning of this story? I've taken her to the beautiful place. Her death was caused by a spider bite from a brown recluse. Shortly after, she killed its baby. The brown recluse is a small spider with its back in the shape of a violin just behind its head. It is also known as the violin spider.